11 walking, and we're about halfway through the day, but not quite halfway through the track. We got a late start. It was a pretty big day yesterday, and the place we stayed at didn't serve breakfast till after 8, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because when you're hiking you just want to get going. But nonetheless, we're moseying along. I think we've still got about 10 k's left in the day, which doesn't sound like much, but on the terrain that you're covering, it's a lot. It can take us a good 5 hours. But we've just left a big town where we had lunch, and they got us off the road to leave the town. And we're traversing around a mountain. We're supposed to be going up, but we keep going down, which is annoying because we know we've got to get up high to 1600 meters, and the more it takes us down, the longer it takes to get up. The signage hasn't been fantastic. We're just following the red and white ones now because we're not seeing any of the Alpes to Adria signs. We're apparently on the right track, so we just keep going. And today is Mark's birthday. Happy birthday, Mark! Unfortunately today the weather wasn't going to play fair for us to go up those mountains. And if you have a look here, you can see the fog is coming in after us. It's chasing us. And I suspect in the next 10 minutes it will swallow us up. So we've decided we have to take a different route today, have a bit more respect for the mountains and go by its rules. And we're going to still be climbing, but taking the safer route and the lower route. But you can see how quickly it comes in, and this is the second wave of fog that's come through this morning while we're having breakfast. We got engulfed by fog. So yeah, it changes rapidly here in the mountains, and you really got to understand that and respect it and cater your walk to it. So onwards and upwards, and hopefully I won't lose this boy in the fog. Got more moo cows. It's been an amazing journey along here. As you can see, we had actually, whoops, falling over. We had actually walked up along that ridge, and we'd gone up there And now we're heading down here. And just 5 minutes ago, this was white. You could not see anything. It was covered in cloud. The cloud is just coming and going really quickly. But it is just breathtaking. I'm so glad we're up here. Day 13 and we just left our accommodation down there in the valley and we actually took the cable car up to this. Our first summit and I'm out of breath but it's been worth the trip up. We're going from one summit to the next. A minute ago we could see the summit we were heading towards, but now it's engulfed in this cloud. For the longest time the cloud was coming up the side but swinging back around, whereas now it's decided to go right over the top. It's very magical. I really like it. Moves quite well, quite quickly. So as you can see on that side, white out, and then on this side, it's all clear. And you see the clouds coming over. It's like the cloud is swallowing the mountains. We are now back in the forest, still on day 13. We've come down from doing 2 summits and we are heading down to, how do you say it, a Parich? Anyway, I think we've got 7 k's to go, my guess is. So, and it's actually nice in the forest. It was starting to get a bit warm out up on the summits, but this is what we're walking through. pine forest after pine forest. Oh, and a man. We're still heading down this forest track, and as you can see, the trail's sort of been disappearing. No indication, we've had no signage, so we're just sort of working it out as we go along. We know we're on the right track because Mark actually has the Alpes to Adria app, which puts the map on his phone, and that kind of has saved us a few times when none of this has made sense. We try not to use it because it chews up the power in his phone rapidly. There seems to be a bit of a road down here. I don't know if this one looked like it was on the map, but it's definitely here. Now we're meant to throw a left, so I'm guessing we're throwing a left on the road, which is nice to get off some of this. When you're going down really steep, we're mixed with the cow shit, it's not always pleasant. So here's a dirt road. I wonder if that was the one we were on earlier today. Yeah, well, that's good. Gives our feet a break. And I'm guessing we're going to go that way. I see Mark's coming down. So there is a trail. You can see there is a trail, but sometimes the trail doesn't quite look like a trail. But you just keep going. You eventually find your way. Every trail leads to something in the end. So people, tell me, how is it you're supposed to fit through this? Just as well this gate wasn't locked. Sometimes the gates are locked and you have to try and squeeze your way through these silly little things. And when you're carrying a big bag and you're built like we are, you got no hope. That's why I have Mark. He just picks me up and throws me over. We actually will be zigzagging our way down through the forest to get to Arik. And they say it's about 2 hours, so we'll get there about 3:30, which is a nice, comfortable day. And Mr. Smelly Pants over there, who's had a fall down the mountain today, needs to have a decent bath and wash his clothes. And yes, he's all right. He's just cut his knee up a little bit, but he survived. He's a big boy. So, and just show you too what some of this stuff is we're walking on. Is not necessarily mud that you're looking at here, more like cow shit. And you kind of get to the point where you just have to walk in it because there's nowhere else to go. And the smell, if you could smell it, oh my god, it's dry reach material. Not nice. Okay, we are nearly at town, and as you can see up there, we were earlier today, and we've managed to come down and through that bit and around and down here, and now we're on the road till we get down into town, which is down in the bottom of that valley. So woohoo, we're nearly there. We're on day 14, and this is our morning start. We've been doing switchbacks up this road, getting higher and higher. It's going to be a day of climbing today, which is okay. But we keep crossing over this same waterfall, and it's just beautiful. So, onward and upward on the switchbacks. Okay, it's been over 9 k's of uphill slog. Been a very slow walk up, and it's very, very humid. Very little breeze too. But we're just over 9 k's, and over there, there's lots of horses. Always makes it better. Always. Okay, end of day 14, and we made it. Well, Mark's still coming, but we made it up here to the Gerlitzen Alpine. And as you can hear, there's lots of funky music going on, which might mean it's beer o'clock time. Here comes Mark.